What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and here are my 5 things you need to know while playing and before playing Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. So the first thing is before playing, what you should know going in is the story, or at least what to expect from the story in a way, is that this game is about mental health, really. It's about Senua's mind, and the whole game really is a projection of her mind. Sure, there's a story going on, but you hear multiple voices in her head talking to you, and then we'll get into the second thing from that. You hear voices talking to you, you hear conflicting voices talking to you. There's talk about darkness and about light and like a struggle in her, so I don't want you to be caught off guard about what the game is. It's a very different kind of storytelling device. You've never seen it before in any game, and it really is a story about Senua and about what her mind is projecting on her in this darkness-filled and hell-filled world, because it still is placed in a Norse mythology kind of world with the backdrop being of her mind. Second thing you should know immediately while playing is wear headphones. The game actually tells you this in the very beginning, to wear headphones for a complete kind of full experience, a 3D experience. And I don't wear headphones when I play games. I normally just listen to the TV. And this is one of the very first games that I put on my $60, the Sony headphones, the ones you have to actually buy. And let me tell you, it makes all the difference in the world. I want to play other games with them, and I have played other games with headphones, but this game, because of thing number one, it's important that you wear headphones, because these voices that are talking to you, the whispers in her head that are saying one thing, saying the other, while also the male characters talking to you when you focus in on objects. If you don't have headphones in and if you're reading the subtitles like I do, or if you just have the sound on the TV, which I did for about in the first 5 minutes, it's actually hard to hear. You can't actually hear the voices in your head. If you have the headphones on, it literally feels like voices are talking to you, and it's actually very eerie and very scary. Like, it's actually kind of like you feel on edge, and I'm sure that's actually how Senua feels like in the first place. And that's awesome. That's how you get the full experience in this game. So wear headphones. Listen to the game, wear headphones. Third thing is fighting. And you're not going to fight super often. This game is a mix of different kinds of things, but fighting is definitely a main part of this game. Fighting, they do not warm you up with a tutorial. You're mainly going to fight one enemy at a time, that's for sure, sometimes. But what's important to note is you look at the controls before you actually start playing. You can just hit start or options and you'll see the controls, and that way you're prepared. But here's what you really need to know. This is for PS4. R1 blocks. What I find with R1 is the fighting isn't that difficult. If the enemy is about to hit you, wait until he's just about to strike to block. It'll kind of initiate a parry system in which you can hit. After that, just spam square, triangle, and on occasion press circle, which is just the melee, like she punches them. But square and triangle are the light and heavy hits. X is your dodge, is kind of like your jump back or your move over. You can definitely do that too. When they're about to strike, hit X, go to a direction, left, right, or back, and she'll jump out of the way. But I find, honestly, blocking, which is R1 again, blocking right as they're about to attack is the best way to do it. I actually really enjoy this fighting system because it's simplistic and yet like really fun, because when you actually start hitting the enemies, like hitting square and hitting triangle on them, it's a fun kind of combat system. Number 4 is listen to the game. And when I say listen to the game, this time I mean listen to the characters in the game. Pay attention to what they're saying. And this isn't so much about like the wear headphones. This is more about when the game tells you you're going to need to look at things differently than you may want to. It's telling the truth. You actually need to do that. So in like the first puzzle, I'd call it, when you have to basically find like an M, a big M in the environment, it ends up being in the form of a shadow. It's actually like tree limbs or whatever, but it's a shadow on a wall. And I wasn't actually expecting it to be that. I actually thought, I was looking at the different environment. Maybe it was a rock with a pattern on it. So when they say to look at things different, you gotta do it. The second puzzle, and that's as far as I'll go with spoiling things, the second puzzle is when you walk through like a veil it opens a door. Like you literally see a wall differently in the fact that a wall isn't there anymore, and that's how you have to progress. So you're going to be solving puzzles through different means in this game. It's not going to be, just, I don't know, the way you would maybe imagine, like this goes here, look here, press this button, do this. You're going to have to look at things differently, but the game tells you that, so make sure you're listening to what the game tells you. And the fifth and maybe most important thing of this game, and if you've seen articles of this game already, you'll already know this, but it's important to talk about, is permadeath is a hoax. It's fake news. The game tells you kind of early on in your first fight, it purposely has you fail, which I do like it when games do that. It always catches me off guard. The game will have you lose a fight where you cannot hit the enemy and the enemy will kill you. It has you do that, and then the game tells you every time you fail as Senua, the darkness, like the rotting, will move up in your body until the game will actually delete your progress. It'll delete your save files. And, people freaked out and people were writing articles that this was true, and then people wrote articles that it wasn't true. There's plenty of proof to indicate that this is not true, that we know there's been a video where somebody died 50 times and it did not do anything. So that's basically all that's all you really need to know. The game will not do it. It's a hoax. I saw another article where the person kept dying at certain key points and the rotting did move up to their arms and their shoulder, but it never went beyond their shoulder. So the game is lying to you. It doesn't actually do it. It's meant to scare you, I guess. It's meant to maybe put you on edge. But you don't have to worry about it. Don't worry about failing in this game. So those are the 5 things I think you guys should know going into and while playing Hellblade. Let me know what you guys have thought of the game so far. I'm absolutely loving it so far, and we'll have a review on it very, very soon. So thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Podcast Now. Like and share this video, and I will see you guys on the next Hellblade video.